Alright, Shalom Akim. This is a Yahawah here, the surrogate of Yahawashi / paradigms. And all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Greatmillstone, talking his truthful rule well. Peace and salutations unto the shepherds that feed the sheep of the Heavenly Father Yahawah, alright, which is his name in the ancient Hebrew of the Heavenly Father, the only begotten Son, who the word Hebrew called Jesus Christ. The real name in the Hebrew is Yahawashi, which means he to deliver. He's coming to deliver the predestined elect of the nation of Israel. All right, which consists of the 12 tribes. Okay. The so-called Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians, Hispanic, Latinos, Native Seminole Indians, and those who descend from those 12 that are scattered in every nation under heaven. All right, they have mixed complexions, mixed features, speak different tongues, or even resemble that, or may resemble that of another nation or race. Okay. This thing is not about color, all right, but the spirit and bloodline goes back to those 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. To the sincere Akim and Akwatim, to you I say Shalom. New teeth of the revived fourth beast, all right, the second leg of the Roman Empire, okay? What are they preparing for? Okay, this summer, it's official. They will have robots roaming the streets of New York, mainly in Times Square. Okay, so this is going to be called the RoboCop edition. Right in time where the FedNow app will be official. Summertime, July, and a lot of things are going to occur. Okay, and one of the major things is that FedNow app. Okay, so the beast is showing you, all right, they're ready. The Lord is showing you that he's ready. Okay, might not seem like much, but this is very revealing. And these dogs, these robot dogs, they get ready to bite you in your ass, all right? And hopefully, one of the elect robot dogs or whatever they got coming won't be biting us in our ass, all right? So this is going to instill a certain fear, all right, in New York. It might not be everywhere, but they say they have hundreds, if not thousands, of these already prepared. Okay, and they said they're only using this, with weaponry attached to them when there's like a major high alert, or how would you say it? That would be similar to what? An economic collapse or collapse of the petrodollar. Okay, so they're showing you. All right, so this will be called, like I said, the RoboCop edition.
Will now take their place. Robots will now take their place beside the city's men and women in blue.
CBS 2 political reporter Marsha Kramer shows us the mayor says he is combing the world for the latest technology to put the NYPD at the forefront of fighting crime.
From a galaxy far away, or at least Times Square, the NYPD enters the 21st century with crime-fighting robots to patrol subway stations or the crossroads of the world. Not only does this robot sound an alarm, but it can also send messages. Yes, it can really talk, either to people who need help or to the bad guys.
Hello, Mayor Adams. We are here to get stuff done.
But that's not all. There's also a star chase system that avoids dangerous car chases by attaching a GPS tag either by mounted or handheld launchers. And a robotic device called a DigiDog, which is designed to assist the NYPD in investigating high-risk or hazardous incidents.
We want the public to know that the use of these technologies will be transparent, consistent, and always done in collaboration with the people that we serve.
The commissioner responding to intense community backlash the first time the NYPD tried to use the futuristic DigiDog during the de Blasio administration. Some described it as a manifestation of overly aggressive police tactics used in poor communities.
I believe that technology is here. We cannot be afraid of it. And And as the commissioner stated, transparency is the key.
A number of groups attacked the city's latest foray into the 21st century, including Communities United for Police Reform, which said, quote, "We need to invest in housing, education, mental health care, and community programs that will keep us safe, not investment in new and expensive technologies to criminalize us further."
If we were not willing to move forward and use technology on how to properly keep cities safe, then you will not keep up with those who are doing harmful things to hurt New Yorkers.
The NYPD insisted the DigiDogs would never carry weapons or be used for surveillance. I'm Marcia Kramer, CBS 2 News.
Back off high-speed chases, something bound to save lives. The most controversial new technology is actually making a comeback. When DigiDog was first seen in the city 2 years ago, there was some public backlash, some seeing it as a futuristic version of over-aggressive policing. But the NYPD says DigiDog will only be used in highly dangerous situations like terrorism, bomb threats, and hostage standoffs.
If a person has a loved one that is in a hostage situation, they want a DigiDog, a real dog, and anything else they can get to keep their family members safe.
The new technology doesn't come cheap. The 2 DigiDogs alone come at a price tag of $750,000. The good news there is it is money that came from forfeiture in the seizure of crimes. The NYPD not paying out of their pocket. Futuristic as it all seems, Police Commissioner Sewell says it continues a legacy of innovation the NYPD has embraced for 2 centuries.
Foot patrol to horseback, bicycles to motorcycles, and automobiles to aircraft. Moving forward, yet keeping what works in our toolkit.
There are plenty of critics of the new technology worried about equality and over-policing. For now, K5 is only being leased for a 6-month pilot program. Expect to see it on the job by the summer.
The New York Police Department is down about 2,000 officers from what would be a fully trained NYPD. And obviously, as we've been reporting, crime continues to grow in the Big Apple. Nobody wants to be a cop in the Big Apple these days. Pay's low, and obviously they've had some issues with police there. You've got a prosecutor who often doesn't prosecute the crimes people are arrested for. Police officers are being attacked at a higher and higher rate. So how about someone or something that doesn't have a choice about being a police officer or not? And that is the snitch bot, a 400-pound, nearly 6-foot-tall cone that drives around at 3 miles an hour. It has 12 microphones and an HD camera. It costs $12,000 for a 7-month rental. It includes the software, and it never needs coffee breaks. The DigiDog can actually take the place of officers in hostage situations. It weighs 50 pounds, costs almost $400,000 a piece. Manny Gomez is here, former sergeant for the NYPD. Look, I get the DigiDog thing in going into hostage situations, but the snitch bot, back when I lived in Washington a couple of years ago, and they had them around the college campuses, the college kids would just push them into the fountains and laugh at them, and the bots would be like yelling at you from the fountains. It didn't work out very well.
I totally agree with you. At the end of the day, if you put, like they plan on putting these DigiDogs, what have you, in transit platforms as they are, ne'er-do-wells are basically going to kick them into oncoming trains and destroy them. And they're not cheap, as you pointed out. And the other thing, the R2D2 thing, is basically just something that takes a nice video of a crime that already occurred and does not really deter crime. So what we need are police officers that are going to react. The hostage negotiation thing, it's a nice idea, but as we know now, and we're living through over 140 active shooter incidents that happened throughout the country just this year alone. There are not really that many hostage negotiation issues. What we need are proactive police officers that are going to get there within minutes and neutralize an active shooter.
I'm trying to figure out what the pictures we were putting up there of some weapons. But I want to think about the snitch bots for a second. Like, okay, so before they're destroyed or pushed in front of subway cars or the like, they get video of crimes in process or people, I guess, pickpocketing or muggings on the subways or whatever. Does any of this matter if you've got Alvin Bragg as the prosecutor, who, as we know, unless you're Donald Trump, refuses to prosecute most crimes?
No, of course not. I mean, it's catch and release. That's the policy that's happening right now with Alvin Bragg and most other prosecutors throughout the city. And furthermore, we already have plenty of videos. After 9/11, we have the Ring of Steel, which is tens of thousands of cameras that are strategically located throughout the city So this does not lend itself to adding more video to, it doesn't deter. It just is going to attract, like the story, attract people to destroy them. And it's going to cost taxpayers more money, and it's not going to deter anything. And even if it did,
Yeah.
which
Let
it won't.
me just ask you this
Sure.
real quick. I think about this, the DigiDog, right, which is this thing that can go into hostage situations and the like. It's made by Boston Dynamics. They're the same guys who make the videos of the humanoids that are able to jump up and run around and lift boxes and on and on and on. Pretty soon, right, you're going to combine those two things, and suddenly the DigiDog's carrying a gun or a taser or a beanbag round or the like, and can do a lot more than just climb stairs. At what point do we cross that line?
Well, it seems like that's the master plan for some governmental agency, but nothing will ever replace a live human being, a live trained police officer that could use their mind and their instincts and their humanity, to be quite honest with you.
Thanks for watching.
And that's what they want to eliminate. It's Jeremiah 15:2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? It's talking about our people, the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanic, Native Americans, and those who descend from those 12, the speckled birds. Then shalt thou tell them, thus saith the Lord. All right, Yahawah. This also applies to the heathen nations, especially here in Babylon and other parts of the world, Europe. Okay, because now the curses are now starting to befall, our enemies, like the scriptures say. All right, they're gonna drink the dregs of that cup now, because this is the time of what? Not only the last punishment, but our salvation. Okay, so it says, such as are for death to death. All right, and such as are for the sword to the sword, if you know what that is. Okay, the modern day sword is the gun, and also there are artificial intelligence / robotics. Okay, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. Okay, right, concentration camps, FEMA camps, and also the functioning ones, which are the new 15-minute cities. Okay, and it says, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord Yahawah, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear. All right, not just regular dogs, robot dogs. Okay, dogs, robotic dogs with weaponry attached to them, lasers, you name it. Okay, to hunt and destroy, and all right, and place in order to bring fear. It says, and the fowls of heaven. All right, not only regular birds, but what? Drones that you see over there in China, which is going to be everywhere, which is in your video games as well. Dystopian, modern day future, games that parallels what's getting ready to happen, or what's already happening in China. And the beast of the earth, talking about these people, some of these people who got the juice, the mandated juice, and also people who have been heavily experimented on. Okay, like examples like Jekyll Island, all right, half human, half machine. These things are all going to be out here, okay, extremely soon. Okay, those are the new beasts of the earth, to devour and to destroy. And I will cause them to be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. You see that? Everywhere. Okay, because remember, this event is going to be a global event, which this is all part of the Lord's movement. All right, because of Manasseh, or this is going into something else, but that's also future prophecy as well, you can relate it to. All right, so, and I hope this video was edifying to the elect. Till next time, Shalom, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, Barakathum. Till next time, Shalom, Akim. We almost out of here. Akwathi.